I'm Becky Pearson of Pearson Physical Therapy. We're here talking to June Holeman, legendary barrel racer. And we're at her barrel race. It's in her honor, June Holeman Classic. And thank you for talking to us today. So June, you haven't had the greatest year health-wise.
2 years.
2 years, okay. And so tell us a little bit about what was life like at its low point, I guess.
What hit me the hardest when I was trying to run Cowboy, my great barrel horse, down at Oklahoma City. And suddenly I couldn't hardly walk. I was all humped over, and everybody was giving me stuff and having me try out their products down there to see if they could help me get better. There were several people that saw me nearly fall off twice.
Oh boy.
It got really bad. And it has been bad since then. I mean, that was just the starting of the really bad. So that was, I went home and was about ready to give up.
And so you went to some doctors and you went through a series of tests, and they did x-rays and the whole gamut. And your x-rays were not the prettiest x-rays.
Yeah, I had Omaha people, I figured they could fix me. It really was a downer. I was crying when I left there. It was very disappointing that they said they could not help me enough to make it worthwhile money-wise and for the time that they could give me, because it's going to progress. So that was, I got a second opinion, but it was the same. So it was up to chiropractors and physical therapy.
Yeah. And so surgery wasn't an option. And so June, you and I knew each other through barrel racing, and we've conversed back and forth a little bit here and there. And June came into the office, and we took a look at you. And June did a really good job stretching. You are very dedicated stretching. I think I even remember you and I on a road trip one time. You were stretching before we ran. And but the strengthening side of things, that was the piece that was missing to that. And so talk about that a little bit, and what we did to work on that.
Oh gosh, there's all kinds of strengthening, leg strengthening. I still can't get them done all in one day. That they give me in legs, and I also have a really bad shoulder. So we worked on that, but it's pretty hopeless. So it is to throw the saddle on. We start from the bottom and we heave. But it's definitely, I can tell the difference if I quit my exercises for any time, even a day or two.
And we worked on balance.
Yes, the balance has helped a lot. I still can't walk the drunk walk, but I can't walk the line yet. But we're working on it, and I guess I'm drunk. But that's harder.
It is hard. And so what we found with you is when we could keep your pelvis in good alignment, your back pain was reduced quite a bit. It's probably never gone away,
Right.
but it was reduced a lot. The thing is, June is, how old are you now, June?
I'm 73.
73, and she continues to be very active barrel racing. How many horses are you going to be running this weekend?
Well, just two.
Just two.
My granddaughter, no, my daughter will run my third one.
Okay.
And my hardest one to ride. So I can enjoy the barrel racing.
Good. So being 73 years old and still very active barrel racing, it was a challenge to keep your pelvis in, even with the strengthening. So one of our therapists, Andrew Mason, he come up with this belt. It's called the SI Lock, and he tried it out with you. And tell us a little bit about your experience with the belt and the exercises.
Well, he let me take it home, and going to do much. So in a couple of days, when I was pain-free and my pelvis was staying in, I was
You're a
thrilled.
believer.
Yeah, I was thrilled. And now and then it will come back on me, depending on, I guess, what I do. I got stung by a bee and it came back. I don't know what that does to your back, but it did. And but it's certainly, I can walk better, straighter. I was in terrible shape, going at a 45-degree angle. So that was great relief, really great relief. And
Do you feel like you have, after you finish therapy, do you feel like you have some tools or some things that when you feel it goes out, that you can try to use that to get it back in?
yeah. I have to do a lot of exercises in the morning in bed, and that is, you have 3 things that I can put my own pelvis in when I'm feeling that it's out or wanting to go out.
Okay, good. Anything else that you'd like to say, or you're going to be singing the national anthem, so we don't want to keep you.
I'm going to attempt it. You'll have to bear with me. I've never sang in public before, but I always wanted to, so I'm going to try.
You'll do great. You'll do great. So we appreciate you taking the time today to visit with us, and we wish you the best of luck. And I hope I get a little bit of the money tonight too.
Oh,
Will you share?
It would be so fun to win a buckle with my own name on it.
It would be.